Welcome to Holiday Horror Month on Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review the new release from Sleazebox and Gatorblade, Cannibal Claus.
Written and directed by Sean Donohue, starring Bob Glazier, a mall Santa gets fired and takes it out on his naughty list by killing and eating them. What do we like about this movie, guys?
I liked that you just can't take this film serious because it is a so bad it's good type of movie.
It's just a indie underground horror, a classic romp.
This is definitely a B movie. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Gatorblade. If not, definitely check out our review of Death Scorch Service. It's a nice entry film into the exploitation genre of schlock. This is no different. This is definitely on a different playing ground that we're used to, but laughing at how bad a lot of the stuff was.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, don't go into this expecting, great cinematography or soundtrack or anything. You sit down with your buddies and you laugh. You laugh at how bad, how funny it is. It was filmed on an estimated budget of $1,200. So you get what you get.
It was definitely a Christmas slasher. Like, I would say this is more Christmas everything. Like, this is Christmased out between all the houses we see, the soundtrack. Like, this is a festive movie.
Something that you guys should definitely be popping in come Christmas Day.
Gather the family, open up your presents, get your cocoa, your marshmallows, and then take in that Bob Glazier. There's naked ladies.
Lots of them.
And we're talking tops, bottoms, fronts, backs.
This movie does not shy away from showcasing these ladies. You see buttholes, you see basically close-up shots of vaginas, and you see dicks. I liked how creepy Bob Glazier was as Santa. He fit the role pretty well. He looked like a fucking psycho and did some weird ass shit.
I mean, he really blended between reality and movie here. When you see him, you're like, is this a man playing a character or are we filming a man?
Yes, I'm actually really interested in meeting this guy one day because I don't know. I have no idea. And he may just be the best actor ever.
He's also one of the luckiest actors ever because in all these movies, he gets all the women.
If you ever need to cast one of his sons in a movie,
please, I want to be in a Sean Donohue movie so I can grab the booties, suck on the boobs.
I'm game. Cameos, let's do it.
What didn't we like about this movie, guys?
I think the biggest issue with this movie is the cinematography and or the editing. Nothing is level. Everything is just off kilter a bit, and there's no reason that couldn't have been corrected in post.
I think the biggest issue here has to do with the story and the length of this film. This is only an hour and 6 minutes. Realistically, it should only be a 10-minute short.
We could have re-edited this movie, not lost a beat, and it would still have been 10 minutes and still have shown the exact same amount of stuff we saw in this movie. The shots went on way too long.
Near the 50-minute mark, we get like a 15-minute recap montage that makes no sense.
It's almost like a blooper reel, to be honest, because there are scenes that didn't even show up in the film that show up.
It's the cutting room floor for sure.
When you have Bob Glazier showing his dick and fucking chicks and people doing cocaine and boob on boob, nip on nip action, and then you throw a shot of two kids playing? What the fuck are you trying to do to me? Most of this movie I had a boner because the girls are attractive and they're naked the whole time. But if you're just showing insert shots of children, it's just weird.
This movie, it didn't have story. And so you have scene after scene after scene. It's connected by this crazy Santa, but you don't care.
And the victims, there was no backstory to them. It felt like he was just going to random people's houses. Yes, he had a list with names on it, but there's no establishing the connection between him and these people. Are they people who worked in the mall? Were they people that were dicks to him when he was working? Who are these people?
One scene would have solved it. He gets fired at work, everyone laughs at him. fucking kills.
However, I don't really care. I'm not watching this movie for the backstory and the in-depth characters, so I didn't have issue as much with that. I do think that those scenes lasted way too long, but like in certain situations, I was like, yeah, this scene's way too long. But I'm like, yeah, this is fucking dope because it's just like a girl stripping. I'll take that for 8 minutes. Why not?
It's like a poor man's porno.
Definitely. Like,
And I am on a very strict budget. I don't know. I think I like this a lot more than you guys did. How often do you watch a horror movie and get to see like full vagina and buttholes?
Well, I mean, if we were watching a horror movie, we didn't really see a horror movie. We just saw like a new
porno.
It's like
not a
fucking
porno.
a trailer for porno where they show you all the scenes before they have sex.
Yeah. That's probably what it's more like. As much as Cannibal Claus is a cannibal, he really doesn't eat people. He just kind of wraps them up awkwardly in cellophane and puts them in his fridge. He does eat one head at the very end. A head that he did ejaculate in, might I add. And I think the worst part about it is the sound effects. The sound effects while he's eating are just fucking ridiculous. It sounds like somebody's just like slobbing a knob, to be honest.
Probably from the cutting room floor. It's like we got all these sound effects from these cut scenes.
Yeah, throw that in the montage.
It's time for our final thoughts and ratings.
I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's really shitty and it's really sleazy, but I was cracking up the entire way through. I really enjoyed all the naked ladies, and I just thought it was fun. I don't think it should have been an entire feature film because a lot of the scenes ran way too long, but I mean, it is what it is, and I think that there's a huge audience for it. So I'm gonna give this 2 pieces of lingerie with all the good bits cut right out of them, out of 5.
This movie was too long for its own good. I think you got something special, Bob.
Fuck you.
Watching this movie just for his creepy character is worth it in of itself. However, as an exploitation or a horror film, I think it's lacking. I don't think the kills are that great. You're not getting a story. There were naked ladies, but I don't think you're gonna sit down just for those ladies. Nothing against the ladies. I just think when you want to sit down and watch a creepy Santa cannibal exploitation film, this isn't the movie you're going to put on. It was lacking, and I didn't enjoy it that much, so I wouldn't recommend it. So I'm going to give this 1 banging candy cane out of 5.
I had a lot of fun with this film. There's a lot that you can laugh at, and it is a good time. But in the same sense, it's also awkward and something you shouldn't be watching with your friends, considering the situations and how much awkward sex scenes are on screen. And this film is definitely way too long. And considering it's only 1 hour and 6 minutes, that's saying something. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to give this 1 tasty eye candies out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with more sleazy exploitation films like this that I should definitely check out. Maybe they won't be in the room when I watch the next one. So if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay updated with everything Bloodbath and beyond.